Hi, I'm John Snooden, the Air Force's Program Executive Officer for Propulsion. I'd like to personally welcome you to the 2024 Lifecycle Industry Days. I'm excited to virtually be here with you today to discuss the Propulsion Directorate and the Air Force's propulsion mission. I'll cover how we're re-optimizing and preparing for great power competition and highlight opportunities for your help in our critical mission to deliver ready, innovative, safe, and effective propulsion solutions to our warfighter customers. You all are a vital partner in the propulsion enterprise, and I'm looking forward to expanding our collaboration opportunities. So let's hop right in. Today I'll cover several topics including our portfolio, focus areas, propulsion challenges, and priorities, and highlight the collaboration opportunities where we can partner to accelerate timelines and deliver capability as the time to prepare for great power competition is now. So what do? From cradle to grave, we are the gateway for all propulsion solutions and are the leaders of the Air Force's propulsion enterprise charged with delivering vital capabilities for our warfighter partners. As you can imagine, our enterprise encompasses a vast portfolio including 40-plus engine systems valued at nearly $50 billion in support of 10 major commands and 51 international partners. From designing the Air Force's next generation of engines to sustaining legacy systems produced in the 1950s, our team of over 600 multifunctional professionals execute $5 billion annually to provide seamless global support to our warfighters. And above all, we pride ourselves in generating that inspiring sound of freedom 24/7, 365. This slide visually represents our diverse propulsion portfolio of over 40 unique propulsion systems. These systems range from those developed and fielded in the 1950s to next-generation systems that will ensure continued next-generation air dominance. The key takeaway is we are not developing and fielding propulsion capabilities at the same historical rate as we once did, and are instead turning to an unsustainable model of selecting decades-old systems to power our newest fleets. This model must be changed by this enterprise, and I'll talk about that shortly. The Propulsion Directorate has fully embraced the SECAF's urgent call to prevail in the next great power competition. To achieve this, we're focused on improving the readiness of our fielded fleets to support a wartime posture, rapidly transitioning innovative solutions, maximizing the safety of our fleets, and delivering war-winning capability at a threat-relevant cadence. A critical execution component of the Air Force's reoptimization plan is realignment of PEO responsibilities. For propulsion, not only are we a newly formed PEO organization focused on readiness, innovation, safety, and capability, but we are committed to driving integrated propulsion acquisition and sustainment strategies, enhancing enterprise-wide results, ensuring the vitality and protection of the industrial base to respond to the warfighter's needs, and informing the Air Force's propulsion demand signals to optimize use of limited resources that drive warfighter outcomes. Shifting gears, I will highlight the challenges impacting the propulsion enterprise. It's paramount that we partner together to mitigate these risks. We must challenge the status quo, and we must revolutionize how we partner together to accelerate the delivery of cutting-edge capabilities to deter and prevail in the next great power competition. To start, I ask each of you to center your attention to the reality that we are losing our propulsion lead through reduced investments and technology transitions. In fact, we haven't fielded a new, non-derivative propulsion system in nearly 3 decades. Propulsion superiority is vital to air dominance. We cannot accept this loss. The absence of digital tools is a huge limiting factor in our ability to accelerate the design and delivery of propulsion systems and capabilities. We must leave behind disparate data streams and instead collaborate via integrated digital environments to speed up the design, iteration, and delivery of propulsion systems and components. Further, digitizing our fleets unlocks other key technologies like extended reality, advanced manufacturing, and distributed manufacturing. We are not taking advantage of inserting upgraded hardware and modern technologies into our fielded systems during maintenance visits. In my opinion, these are missed opportunities. Instead of rebuilding our legacy engines with the same decades-old hardware, why aren't we partnering with industry to embed the latest technologies for optimized performance outcomes like increased range, improved power thermal management, additional thrust, and better fuel efficiency? Our warfighter deserves to take the very best of the fight, and we need your help to get them there. Collectively, as a propulsion enterprise, we have a poor track record of transitioning key technologies across the valley of death. With the continued decline of investment funding, we need your help to align, prioritize, and execute technology investments that are relevant and impactful to success in a great power competition environment. We must pivot from shepherding misaligned efforts to driving coordinated and effective propulsion outcomes that ensure our success. Finally, our industrial base is not sufficiently responsive on either our development or sustainment activities. We take too long. If our industrial base is to be considered healthy, it must move at a threat-relevant cadence. Again, we must partner together to improve responsiveness and agility. To address our problems, we need to focus on the broad priorities of powering the future, fielded, and fast fleets. Now let's talk about the specifics and opportunities of each. As I mentioned earlier, we haven't fielded a new non-derivative propulsion system in nearly 3 decades, which has forced continued reliance on aging legacy propulsion platforms. This is an unsustainable model as we can't continue to depend on systems fielded decades ago to maintain our propulsion advantage in the future. For continued air dominance, we need next-generation propulsion systems to deliver the range, survivability, and power management capabilities that the warfighter needs in a great power competition environment. Together, we must shift the paradigm from waiting for final system requirements only to find out that we don't have sufficient lead time to deliver optimized propulsion outcomes to a proactive environment where we are charting the course for propulsion capabilities, maturing our new technology, and informing requirements to better serve warfighter needs. This means we cannot be passive. We must be leading the way for the future propulsion and setting ourselves up to deliver needed capability at the speed of need. To drive this outcome, we need extreme teaming, novel strategies to improve development and production speed, cost sharing, and aggressive program execution with our industry partners. We have a target-rich environment to solve this problem, ranging from state-of-the-art fighter systems, uncrewed collaborative combat aircraft, to capable, low-cost, and highly producible munitions engines. I want to hear your thoughts on what the future propulsion looks like in the short, mid, and long term. What's in the art of the possible? How do we end our reliance on aged capability? How do we start moving the needle now? Together, we can aggregate a propulsion way ahead across the enterprise to chart the future and deliver what the warfighter needs. Success in a GPC environment will largely be dependent upon the readiness of our fielded fleets. In propulsion, war readiness is our primary metric, which means we are laser focused on our ability to go to war and sustain operations for critical missions like air dominance, global reach, and power projection. Our readiness, though, is often threatened by material availability, increasing cost in a post-pandemic environment, and limited options to drive speed and improve readiness outcomes to our sustainment operations. We must improve the readiness foundation for our enterprise and enhance our ability to rapidly implement solutions that protect readiness. If we find ourselves in a wartime environment where propulsion readiness is essential to operations, traditional statements like, it's a 2 to 3 year lead time on needed material, or we don't have any repair capabilities for that, or we didn't see this problem coming, are unhelpful at best and will only serve to diminish options and drive risk to our warfighters to maintain operations. This is unacceptable, and we need to shift our enterprise to do better. Accordingly, I want your thoughts on how we can improve our options and propulsion readiness together. I'm keenly interested in transitioning technologies like predictive analytics and digital models to proactively schedule shop visits, accurately forecast material needed during maintenance, and accelerate the scaling of advanced repair capabilities. Additionally, I want your thoughts on reimagining our business models to proactive, affordable, outcome-based partnering opportunities versus costly and inefficient transactional relationships. I want your perspective on how to improve supplier resiliency and material availability. Overall, together, we must restore and maintain propulsion readiness and drive continued speed and affordability into sustainment operations for our warfighters. A cornerstone to the fielding of feature capabilities and the sustainment of legacy systems is the ability to move with discipline, speed, and agility. To hone these attributes, we must focus and practice on needle-moving activities across our enterprise to include digital processes, new manufacturing methodologies, and prototyping sprints that incrementally mature our technology and situate us to deliver vital options and associated capabilities. We need your thoughts on how to harness and deliver meaningful outcomes at the speed of need across the enterprise. I'm interested in how we mature technology and quickly turn airworthy material using additive manufacturing processes to overcome pervasive material challenges. How do we partner to establish integrated digital processes that remove obstacles stifling collaboration and accelerate implementation timelines? What are the right studies and road mapping activities that will help us jointly tackle this problem? Further, if you have not already, I urge each of you to join our recently awarded Propulsion Consortium initiative. This other transactional authority vehicle will be at the center of our FAST initiatives, from roadmaps to rapid prototyping activities, and will help us expand the propulsion industrial base to include non-traditional vendors. Together, we can achieve the speed and flexibility to optimize outcomes for our warfighters. Driving unified warfighter solutions requires extreme teaming. We must remove any barriers impeding mutually beneficial partnerships so we can deploy responsive, innovative solutions. Our enterprise must shift its focus to the future with a sense of urgency. The time is now to get after any constraints that will impede this country's ability to project power, generate readiness, and deliver capabilities. A lot is riding on this, and there's no room for error. We have a legacy of maintaining U.S. propulsion superiority and world-class propulsion outcomes for our warfighter. I know together we will achieve the same success in the future. So in summary, collaboration, speed, agility, innovation, and affordability are paramount to overcome the challenges I've highlighted and to re-optimize the propulsion enterprise for great power competition. Bottom line, we must maintain our propulsion edge and stay ahead of our competitors. And to be successful, we need our industry partners by our side. I appreciate you taking the time to learn more about the important role of the Propulsion Directorate in providing the warfighter's edge, and we look forward to hearing your innovative solutions and partnership opportunities to better support our warfighters. Thank you all.